Welcome to this ProCamera tutorial for beginners. Once you launch the app, you can use ProCamera as a simple point-and-shoot camera. Just aim your lens at your subject and tap the main shutter button here to capture the moment. But what if you want to focus on an object located to the far right or left side of your composition, like this pink tulip? Simply tap once on the object to set both focus and exposure to that precise spot. Then go ahead and tap the shutter button to take the shot. Tap the very middle of your screen to return to auto mode. Now I'll show you another way you can set focus and exposure. Since we're already in auto mode, just tap once more in the very middle of the viewfinder. If we go ahead and zoom in, it's clear now that we have two different elements which were formerly nestled together, the blue focus square and the yellow exposure circle. Now we can drag them out independently from one another to set the focus and exposure separately. To ensure that your chosen values remain in place, for instance, if you want consistent results during a photo shoot, simply long press either the focus square or exposure circle to lock your settings into place, and long press again to unlock. Tap the center again to return to auto mode. Here's an extra tip to save a little time. You can also drag the focus square directly out from the center without the need to tap first. Now, instead of dragging the exposure circle out, this time I'll leave that in place and adjust the exposure another way by tapping this icon to reveal the exposure compensation feature, also known as the EV dial. Just slide your finger up and down to adjust the exposure to the precise level that you want. Resetting the focus and exposure values is easy. Just tap the center to return the focus square to auto mode, and tap the current EV value to hide the dial and return the exposure back to auto mode. On iPhone models with dual or triple camera systems, you can quickly toggle between the available lenses to zoom in or out, depending on your model. I can zoom in further by selecting the built-in telelens, for instance. And when I tap again, the zoom is doubled. It's also possible to set your zoom level in between these values, either by swiping up or down over the lens buttons like this, or by simply pinching the screen. However, in order to preserve the best possible image quality, simply move the camera closer to your subject when possible, or use the lens buttons at their default values. The button over here allows you to switch between the rear and front camera lenses, which comes in very handy if you want to take a quick selfie. The button here controls your flash. Right now it's off, but if we tap once, it sets the flash to auto. Currently we have a good light source, so ProCamera won't use the flash. But in a low light situation, the flash would go off. Another tap will ensure that the flash goes off regardless of the light situation. Since we don't need it at the moment, I'll tap once more to turn the flash off. This button here opens up white balance settings. And this button changes the camera mode. We'll go into both the white balance and the various camera modes in upcoming videos, but I just wanted to point these out for now. One last feature to mention in this video is the ability to use a secondary shutter. Currently it's set to self-timer, which allows you to snap photos hands-free. When the second shutter is pressed, a countdown begins with each second indicated by a blinking light. You can also long press the self-timer button to set the delay shorter or longer as you wish. Tap the second shutter once more in order to stop the countdown if needed. You can further customize the self-timer in settings, for instance if you want to disable the blinking light during the countdown, and there are even more options with the Pro Timer, which we'll get into in a future video. Tap the control panel here to open up two more options for the secondary shutter. One is an anti-shake feature. When using this shutter, ProCamera will wait for the device to be still before taking the shot, thereby effectively reducing camera shake. And lastly, you can select the quad shot option. This is ideal for capturing finish line shots and objects in fast motion. This time, when you tap the secondary shutter button, a series of 4 photos will be taken in rapid succession. Thanks for joining me in this beginner's tutorial, where we covered the basics of focus and exposure along with a brief tour of the capture screen. In the next video, I'll show you how to quickly improve your captures with ProCamera's built-in editing studio. So be sure to stay tuned for that one, and thanks for watching.